Morning everyone, look at that sky. I think spring has sprung. I love sitting out here in the morning, and it's a great excuse to be able to share the next Bible passage with you, which is from Mark 6. Now, before I get started though, reading this, it reminded me of some of the stories I have to tell of travelling with some of you guys on our little trips and our adventures around the place. Stories of hard suitcases that were bigger than you, trying to fit in a little two-man tent when we went to big church festival. Maybe the story of huge rucksacks that went above your head when you knew that you were going to be walking 10 or 12 or 14 miles a day on our pilgrimage. Or maybe when we were trying to go on a boat trip where we were only spending 2 nights in the boat, and yet people came with 3 bags and we literally couldn't fit them where you were supposed to be sleeping. I wonder if you are one of those who likes to pack heavily, or if you're a little bit like me, who kind of chucks a couple of things into a bag and chucks them in the back of the car and I'm pretty much good to go. Well, today's story is about some advice that Jesus gave, partly about packing and going on journeys, but about a lot of other things as well. And when you're listening to this story, I want you to think about 5 lessons that you might be able to learn from it. First of all, and this is a really important one, don't be afraid to take the path less trod. So what I mean is, sometimes we can feel we have to do things the same way as everybody else. We have to follow a path that everyone else is doing, fit in with the crowd. But actually, sometimes the most exciting paths that we can take, the journeys we can take, the decisions we can make are when we push ourselves a little bit outside our comfort zone. Secondly, we have to trust in God. Sometimes we can think that we can't figure things out, and we worry that things can't possibly go to plan. Everything seems to be all confusing and we don't know what's going on. But trust, I really do believe this. And I've got so many stories I could share with you offline about times when I've not really understood how things could possibly go well, but I've trusted in God and He has given me everything I needed. Number 3, we have all been given things that we're good at. There is not a single one of us on this group chat that isn't amazing at something. Well, why don't we think about using what we're amazing at for others to make a difference in the world? Number 4, and this is one we've touched on before, don't be afraid to share what you believe in. Whatever it is, whatever is important to you. It could be your Christian faith, but it could be so many other things. If something's important to you, don't be afraid to tell people about it. And number 5, and I think this is the most important one. So why did I leave it till the end? I've no idea. Number 5, embrace the journey. It's not all about the destination. Those of you who are worrying about exams right now, about mocks, about what comes next, embrace the journey that you're on to get there. Don't always be worrying about a destination. Life is a journey. So, with that in mind, let's move straight over to Mark chapter 6. And I am going to read the first 12 verses. Not that long today. Jesus left and returned to his hometown with his disciples. The next Sabbath, he taught in a synagogue. Many of the people who heard him were amazed and asked, "How can he do all this? Where did he get such wisdom and the power to work these miracles? Isn't he the carpenter, the son of Mary? Aren't James, Joseph, Judas and Simon his brothers? Don't his sisters still live here in the town?" The people were upset because of what he was doing. But Jesus said, "Prophets are honoured by everyone except the people of their hometown and their relatives and their own family." Jesus could not work any miracles there except to heal a few sick people by placing his hands on them. He was surprised that the people did not have faith. So Jesus went and taught out in all the neighbouring villages. And then he called together his 12 disciples and sent them out 2 by 2 with a great power. He told them, You may take along a walking stick, but don't carry any food or a travelling bag or any money. It's all right to wear sandals, but don't take along a change of clothes. When you are welcomed into a home, stay there until you leave that town. If any place won't welcome you or listen to your message, leave and shake the dust from your feet as a warning to them. The disciples left and started telling everyone to turn to God. They forced out many evil spirits and healed a lot of sick people by anointing them with oil. I hope and pray that today you are going to be able to take the road less trod, to trust in God to give you everything you need, to do whatever you can to use what you're good at to make the world a better place. Don't be afraid to be who you are and stand up for what you believe in. And most importantly, enjoy the ride. Have a great day, guys.